It's what is it today? Thursday morning, August 18th. So I'm speaking slowly because everybody else is sleeping in the house. But I'm recording the video for Friday. Sorry, not Friday, but Wednesday. Yesterday. It's 17th August. Okay, 2022. So the story is simple today. Today means August 17th. Okay. Short-term buyers are now at the last step of taking out mid-term sellers, right? So this story is same, this paragraph from last 2-3 days, right? Because price is ping-ponging, right? It is not going higher, so it is stuck between those two, this decision areas, So again, today is all about. So now we have nothing but, we can't just follow the direction by looking at the screen in a smaller time frame or larger time frame and assume something that this side is in control, because both side is in control technically. So it is not a good idea, to just assume something and just trade only that side, one side or other side, right? However, whatever the most recent, that means most current means up to this minute, right? What is going on, right? What in last, let's say 3-4 hours. So I tend to give some more weightage to that stuff, whatever the last 3-4 hours, right? Because that is the most recent, correct? So, but overall, in general, dream numbers and hunting levels are the keys levels now. When they are deciding, what to do, both parties are fighting. Those two levels comes handy, and those levels will give us some guidance during day trading time frame. Today was FOMC minute release also around 2 p.m. So we may expect some chop also. You have to just assume those things. It may happen, it may not happen, but if it happens, at least why. So these are the key levels in ES. 4271. So if ES goes down today, these are the targets, right? So ES came down all the way up to 55. It couldn't reach 50. 4271 was yesterday's target, seller's target, which got achieved in the overnight, and that's why today entire day price couldn't even go below this a lot, just because of, or it went, but then it just bounced ahead of it, right? And that has been pattern going on. Buyers are becoming aggressive. So NQ seller's target is somewhere into 370. So NQ went up to 440, 414. So I think this is still pending area. Above dream number in NQNES, back above 42.91. Buyers wants to take higher up areas above yesterday's high. Okay, these are the support areas, very good support areas, right? But overnight was down move. What we discussed in Discord, overnight was a down move. I would favor sellers, until, as long as price is holding below this in ES, right? And probably below dream number, which is 620. I would favor sellers and try to avoid longs, counter. That is what I'm trying to say here. And you can see it, this area pretty much held. 640 and 620 are dream numbers. 620 pretty much held yesterday. At the end, regardless of FOMC up move, 620 held its ground, right? So that's the power of dream number. So that's the 620. See that dream number. So dream number always works, because when price was going here, I put a message in Discord that now see, looking at this, you can't short it, right? But unless you have a proven system that you tested using dream number and you have a record, written notes, then you can short it here, right? Otherwise you don't, based on the day trading time frame, whatever is going on, buyers were in control, right? But still, I put a message in Discord that if I'm right and dream number holds it, I want not a rejection or reactionary short kind of stuff here. I want a strong rejection. And look what happened. See, all the way down, entire pretty much reversal. See, that is much power dream number has it. So, but anyway. So now price action wise, it was a garbage price action, after certain points. See, up to this point, everything was good, right here, but still, garbage started actually right from here. right in the opening, few minutes after the open, that was all garbage. After this point onwards, it was all garbage. Like after first 1 hour. you know so uh, like here, right? See, this one 71 area, right? And then 63, those were the important support, right? But the problem was, due to overnight down move, I cannot go long there, neither I can short at the lower end, tail end, right? I need to wait for a pullback, right? But first preference is short because of this, and I put it in a message in Discord somewhere that, or yeah, I think so, that I will look for short into 584, or this area somewhere, dream number, or this, so I took the, and also I said 24-hour VWAPs are important, right? In the notes also, see that. So here I took the short, right? So I don't put every day 24-hour VWAP, some days I put it, right? So I took the short at VWAP, because if you look at it, ES open at 68, right? And then it shot up, right? So there is no point shorting it here. But when it went up 83 in like first 5 minutes, so it was like 68 to 83, that means almost 15-16 points straight up, right? Now that is exhaustion for me, because overnight was so down, right? And now it went up, somebody is going to short, right? So that's why I took the short, and it was a VWAP also. Here also same thing, right? It was close to hunting level also, and 584, right? So I took the short, right? And now it was a little bit risky, because we discussed this scenario also, right? That if price breaks this balance, right, and then comes there, it is a 50% chance, because now you are feeding against this immediate breakout, right? So price may go through it, stop you out, then you look for higher up short, one more short, and then you are done. If you get stopped out, you start favoring buyers at that point, right? That is what we discuss, in similar fashion, which is what we discuss is. So I took the short, then price went down, right? And I was saying ES has to go below 71.73. That was the Discord message, right? Or what I was talking. But then ES couldn't go below this entire, up to like first hour. NQ continues to go down, after that during the first hour, but ES did not, right? So it was difficult to hold the shorts, considering ES is not going down. It was difficult to hold in NQ, right? And ES too. So I built out 70% positions, and then I eventually got stopped out on the rest of the 30%, right? But and then I stopped trading, and then I just observed it. Yeah, maybe here and there I did some scalp, to the short side in NQ, not in ES, right? But really there is no trading, because it's hard to hold off. So when you see this kind of stuff, so when it got rejection from here, right, overnight was down, price should have gone down, straight down here, right? But when you see this kind of choppiness, right, something is off. That means you should stop trading right there, and then wait for price to completely take out this area, either up or down, doesn't matter, right? But at least you wait. If you try to trade in this chop, it will not give you any money, but it will take away your money, so then you have to wait for break of 71.73. See, here it tried to break, right? But look at the tail also. There is a tail also here in this candle, right? It couldn't, like, it was not a nice candle, right? So there is no breakdown trade here, right? However, if you look at NQ at that point, which was right here, it went into this support, right? So now you can't even short it here, even though this breakdown happened in ES. You can't short it here, right? So that means you can't short it here either, right? Then price went higher, right? So you can continue to defend. See, also I said in Discord, put your stop above VWAP, few points, right? And then hold your ground for the shorts, right? You don't have to do bailout like me. If you all put a larger stop, you can hold it, and target 50, right? Eventually price get to 55, right? Before stopping you out above this, this high pretty much, right? So but the patience is required. But none of the breakdown, see, like this mini breakdown didn't get successful. See, in Q also, every breakdown price bounce back up immediately, every new low price bounce back up, and back up not up to this point but back up higher up, every time higher up. See, this is not a sign, even though it looks a step down, but it actually not a step down. It is like stopping people out and then go down. That is what it did. See, here it built a balance. See that? Now, so last push down, it built a balance, then breakout, then balance, then this is the, so this much, this is the last leg basically. This balance should not have happened here, but it was a good support, right? So that's why it balance happened. But you can see it, all these lines held it pretty much. Every line responded. See, this green line also responded, right? Then it broke through it, so it became resistance, right? Then it went down to these two lines. I was not expecting price to even hold it here, right? Still it damn thing buyers bought it. Then it came down again, broke it. Now again it acted as a resistance, came down, again it went through it, right? So these lines are no use now. Then price went down. Again, I was not expecting this line even to hold because price is a balance and failed breakup. Still damn thing held it, right? And then price went higher about this high. See, at this point, the day's bias is shifted from sellers to buyer, right here. And that's why you can see this spoke down, right? People got stopped out, here. And then pull back up. See how to the dot, it pulled back to that good support, right? Then it went higher. See that? So you have to look for all these things at the micro scale, and then see what's going on. That's how you read it, right? And here also same thing, hunting level, pretty much it held it. Look at this first. So here the breakdown finally happened below 71.73. It was a nice candle. Everything was good here, Price should have gone down all the way in the same next minute or so, right? So this was happening around 10:55. So you can see 10:55 is right here, right? And this was a breakdown also going on, right? But the problem was not in NQ. So NQ was supposed to go here in that case. ES was supposed to come here, right? So here if you took a short, right, it was a good short actually, right here, because now it was a good short, okay, based on the intraday price action, right? But only problem was here, slight risk was this hunting level. See, hunting level is very powerful, same as a dream number, right? So, and you can see it, price came straight to this hunting level and then bounced despite this strong breakdown. Nice candle, right? Even it couldn't even go below this, and it bounced all the way up. See, at this point this is something off situation now. So at this point you can assume, after looking its bounce, that buyers are back in the business. They want to take it higher. And you can see the timestamp also, 11 something, right? Which is same thing here, 11 something. See that? Remember I said at this point onwards you have to understand that price may change, shift its bias, and you can see it, right? So that was the first hint. Then here additional sellers got trapped because price let sellers sold it here, right? Broke below this. You can try again shorting it here, right? But you have to understand whatever happened before. And then look, price reversed. So he basically trapped the sellers right here. When they shorted it, it just never came back there. So that's how it is, And then during FOMC, right? And then FOMC started, right? So during FOMC, right before FOMC, damn thing again came to this morning high area and hunting level, right? While NQ was right at this green line, correct? So now this green line acted as a support, then resistance, then again it was holding as a resistance, right? So this is do or die situation for intraday sellers, right? You have to assume that way. And right at FOMC, price sliced through this. This was your long setup, right? Not at the time of end at FOMC news, but when price sliced through this, all these levels, right? At least you will expect some follow through may come, right? So when it came down here all the way up to here, right, again same area, you can see it here, right, you can try long, then you can bail out here, you know. Same thing, yes, you know. So and then what, see, yes, it was this area, see this high right here, that was a long target, is this or higher, you know? So that was the FOMC trade, right? And by the time you can see it after 2 o'clock, which is right here, you know, momentum was picking up to the upside more, right, during the FOMC news release. 1, 2, 3, see that? So that was your confirmation that instant momentum is to the upside, you know? And that be all, right? So at the end of the day, you know, price closed right into this 80s area somewhere, right? Now what I said is yesterday that 671 to 73, so this is the, see, this area is important now. Either price is going to hold it today or break down again. So this area, you know, 71, 73, that is what I said, right? So I'm now bumping up a little bit because price had spent more time here, right? So this 71.50 to 74.50, you know, this is the area. So today either you go long from here or break below, you go short, you know, it is that simple. Above this area I think buyers have a control. Yes, 4300 is a round number, there are sellers there, but you know, above this I think they have a control, you know, but we'll see today depending on the real-time situation, right? NQ, it's pretty much which area? NQ is, I would say, somewhere for, which is this. See here the shift was happened yesterday, right here where we first noticed. So I think this area and this pretty much, you know. So this two green line 73 to 85 above, I think buyers have a control, you know, but we'll see today what happens, right, in the overnight today and then the pre-market, right, on 18th August. And so watch these two areas, you know. Now yesterday price supposed to come down at the end, maybe up to here, you know, I think hunting level in the closing time, but it did not, right? So overnight it may come there, you know, somewhere around here. So now since I had some warning, we can see it here whether it came down or not. See that? See, that was the intention when it came down, right? Now it held it here, correct? But anyway, so now let's talk about I will finish this video and I will start the pre-market for today, 18th August, okay?